Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing a beautiful day for this week. We're full summer now, full sunshine. Everything's bright as can be. And, to be honest with you, I think we had no spring. Went from winter right to summer, from freezing butt to heat wave and sweating my butt off. So, it is what it is. The joys of living in a desert. This happened to me yesterday, and it was such a good situation that happened here that I want to bring it onto the podcast right away. So I came right in here and filmed it, and I'm going to share it with you guys. I have a client. I'm not going to say the name of his sign business, but his name is Dave. And he has been one of our rock star clients for SquareCoil. He dove in, I'm going to say 2, maybe 3 years ago. His team got on board. They loved it. He'd call us. He goes, it'd be really cool if we did this. We built ideas together. We added upgrades to the system. And he has just been a rock star. In fact, when we were at the last trade show, he even said, can I just work your booth and I'll get people to sign up? This is the best thing for it. This is just amazing. And we had great conversation with him. So yesterday, I get an email, and it's from Dave, and it says, hey, I want to know how to download all the data out of your software. I need to move to a bigger, more robust system. It was a dagger into my heart. This guy's loved us. We've been on point. We've been lock and step. I mean, to the point that I'm almost calling my friend as we talk so much, like, what's going on here? What's the problem? How could he say that there's something better out there? I went through the 5 stages of grief, like you normally do, is from denial to bargaining and whatnot. And I was just about to call him and, kind of say, well, hey, this, they're not as good as us. We're better in this. And, I had my talk track kind of set up. And I went to get a glass of water right before I was going to call him. And I have SquareCoil's mission statement up on the wall. Painted up on the wall. It's dialed in. Well, it's not paint. It's vinyl. Come on, we're saying, guys. Big old vinyl sticker on the side of the wall. And this is what it reads. This is SquareCoil's mission statement. We empower businesses to navigate challenges effectively, optimize processes, and achieve their goals with confidence. That's our mission statement. Our mission statement is to take care of other sign companies. Our mission statement is to take care of your company first and make sure you're a success. And as I walked by and I was getting my water and I looked at that and I read it, I just kind of paused. It kind of parked me, just hit me right in the forehead. And I went, I'm looking about this wrong. I need to go back to my mission statement. I need to go back to my roots. I need to go back to why we started this company to begin with. And I called Dave and I said, hey, you got the floor, my friend. Talk to me. What's going on? And he goes, Aaron, I got 5 different companies underneath one roof. All my employees work for 5 different companies. They're clocking in and out of different companies. We've set your system up as locations, but this doesn't work with this structure. We're doing the Yesco franchise over here. We're doing this. We're doing this. He goes, I'm about to bring on a 6th company. We've opened up overseas. We're in Europe now. And he's going gangbusters. He's doing great. I'm proud of him. Nothing wrong with it. Let's not lie. SquareCoil wasn't made to run 6 different companies. SquareCoil wasn't made to go overseas and have 2 different dollar bills in the same project. What's going on? It wasn't meant for that. That's like you taking a Toyota Camry and going off-roading. The Toyota Camry is a great car. Don't get me wrong. It's not built for off-roading. SquareCoil is not built for 6 different companies. That's not its purpose. And if you're a jack of all trades, you're a master of none. I'm not going to chase down the rabbit hole. We have our niche is what we're good at. But when he talked to me and told me, I said, how can I help? That was my exact words. I said, how can I help you be a success? You want me to download the information to you? You want me to put it into bite-sized pieces? Talk to me. And he goes, honestly, I don't know. I have no idea what the next steps are. I have no idea how the software changeover is going to go. I have no idea what's about to happen. And I'm very scared because there's a lot of money up front, a lot of downtime for my company, and I don't know. And I said, well, when you do find out or you need a shoulder to talk to, call me and we'll figure it out together. That's kind of different, right? As an owner, it's kind of different, right? If somebody says, I'm going to go with another sign company, you say, well, let me help you with the design until somebody else is going to get to work. It's kind of counterproductive, right? It doesn't feel right. Or does it? Losing graciously is a part of being a business owner, and it's part of our society and a part of our life. We're not going to win every time. We are going to lose some of the time. Hopefully the wins outweigh the losses, but it's called life, it just comes at us. How you handle it really defines who you are as a person. The outside world's going to keep going. Regardless of how you feel, how you react, the outside world is just going to keep on moving along. But how it affects you is only you problem. If I can't make you mad, only you can make you mad. Does that make sense? I can get upset that he left and cut him off and move on, or I can still treat him the way my mission statement says, is to make his company successful. Long story short, the conversation was epic. Lasted 15 minutes. We poked and prodded for a couple different ideas. We're going to end up downloading all of his information. That's, customer information, vendor information. That's it. Try and upload it into his new system. See if that works. See if everything that the other software system promised them can actually work. He may not even leave at all, but I'm not cutting him off the knees because my company may not make a profit. That's not what we're in business for. Losing graciously is actually a knack that you guys all need to have. You need to be able to understand where they're coming from, help them get to the next level, and praise them for growing and expanding. When he took us on, he had one company. He didn't have 5, he didn't have 6, he had 1. So this guy's growing, he's moving on. Imagine if you got a beautiful sports car. Only seats 2, right? What if you get a wife and a family? Can't use a sports car now, can you? Does that mean that sports cars is now a piece of crap and that's a horrible car? No, it's just built for a different purpose. So just because they don't choose you doesn't mean that you're not of value. It doesn't mean that you are losing. It doesn't mean that you are inferior. It's just there's a certain tool for a certain project. And I had to remind myself of that and then go into it with an open level head before I made that phone call. Be honest, would have screwed that up the first way I was trying to do. I was going to try and talk them back into staying with us. But in the end, that wasn't what was best for the customer. I know as you guys are listening to this, you're thinking of your own world and what's going on in your world and the losses that you had. How did you handle them? Did you handle them good? Did you handle them bad? How did you do that? What could you have done better? I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Of course, we could have handled it better. How is that? How can you apply that in our next life? I truly believe at the end of the day, our losses teach us way more than our wins, because our wins don't have our brains thinking like, oh, we won, and we just move on. But when you lose, you stop, you ponder, you think, I don't want to be here again. How can I make these changes? This was a good teaching moment for myself. Made sure that I got to remember what the end goal truly is. None of it's money at the end of the day. We all know that. It's the satisfaction of a company doing well. It's the satisfaction of somebody using our product to grow. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm a success story. Started with 1, leaving with 5. He grew. He used my tool to grow. Could he have grown that fast without us? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to say no, because that makes me feel good, because it's now a success story of SquareCoil. But at the end of the day, that conversation saying, hey, how can I help? He was great. He goes, Aaron, you're still my friend. I still love you guys. It's great. You guys are the best customer service. I love you so much. He goes, trust me, we were at the booth next year. When I run into you guys, I'm still going to sell your product because it's a winner and it's good for the industry. Even though he outgrew it, that doesn't mean it was bad. So it was a really good teaching moment on my end. I want to share it with you guys, and, hopefully you guys can grow for it. I'll talk to you next week.